Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Is everyone there? Hello, hello. I am Eve with the baby's booty, and guess what? I'm early. Hi, surprise. Y'all know how it is around here. Never a dull moment, ever. Never a dull moment. So I want to welcome you all here to our channel, and we have quite a few folks in here that's saying it's their first time. I'm going to get to you in just a moment. We have so much to cover tonight. It's actually crazy how much we have to cover tonight. So we'll get right into it. I actually was going to do a project for tonight that was going to actually incorporate a little bit of sewing tonight, but I'm gonna have to adjust that. We'll see how things go a little bit later, if we can actually address that or visit it in some form. But I really want to cover a lot of important stuff tonight. So there's been derailment of all kinds of trains thanks to the coronavirus, right? So we're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about alternatives to the plans that we had in place. And we'll also talk about what you guys should be looking at focusing on during the time of downtime quarantine, the 2 weeks where they're asking people to stay at home. We'll discuss that. And we'll also discuss some upcoming projects that we're looking at doing in the future. All right. So without any further ado, again, I'm Eve with the baby's booty, and here on our channel we cover embroidery, sublimation, a lot of really fun and cool projects that you can work on that you can actually translate into making money if you so choose to do so and start your own business. However, the main thing we focus on is having fun. All right. We don't want to take the fun out of what we do, because sometimes when you take something that you love and turn it into a business, it can turn not so fun really quickly. And I'll be the first to admit to that. However, tonight we're going to do more question and answer and discuss some other things that we have going on in the Baby's Booty Studios. But the first thing I want to let you know is, if this is your first time here live with us, all right, so there's a subscribe button below this video. If you're on your phone, you may have to turn it right side up, and you may have to tell it to take live chat. You may have to hit the live chat button so that that'll go away, so that you can see the red subscribe button. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We do go live on Sunday evenings. We're looking at bumping this back to 9. I warned y'all about that a couple of weeks ago. So we're looking at bumping it back to 9 o'clock so I can get to bed at a reasonable time. And also so that our West Coast folks can join in at an okay time. And then our East Coast folks can be here at an okay time. And then everybody can be happy. So I think 9 o'clock is going to be our twinkling number. All right. So that's number one. Number two, after you subscribe, there's also a blue join button under there for most of you. If you're logged into your YouTube account and you have a method of having an account with payment and all that cool stuff on your account, you should have a blue join button. And we do offer memberships here on this channel. All right. So they do come with benefits. There's 3 different levels. You have a $5 level, $10 level, and a $25 level. The $25 level gives you a special project that you are doing with me once a month live as a captain for that month. And you also will get the file for the month to work with that project with me. So I'm super excited about those of you. It's a special live. Those captains only are in there on that live. And it's usually towards the end of the month is when we have that specific show. And only you guys are in there with me. So we get to have all the fun together, just the whoever of you all and us. So looking forward to doing that with you if you are indeed a YouTube Hoop Group captain here at the Baby's Booty Studio. But we do appreciate all 3 levels, because any support that you give to this channel is wholeheartedly appreciated, because every penny does come right back to this channel and material, supplies, and projects and things that we work on. So it's a lot of fun. And if you are any one of the 3 members, then you do get a YouTube bell, hoop group bell, to ring right along with us to celebrate the folks that got new babies. All right, so that's a lot of fun as well, because everyone that's been here knows if you get a new piece of equipment, we ring the bell and welcome you and your baby to this channel. So we want to invite you that if you are a member, make sure you email me your address to, as you see right here, thebabiesbooty.com. Just do thebabiesbooty and then add @gmail.com and let me know what your address is so that we can get your bell out to you. All right. Now, the other thing I need to let you know is, if this is your first time here, one of the things that I do, which is probably going to dwindle down here in a little bit because the channel is getting so big, y'all. But initially, I like to say hi to everyone that has come in, and that does take some time because it is so many of you all in here. So I do want to let you know, yes, there's a lot of talking right here in the beginning. Sorry, I wouldn't have a channel if it weren't for the folks that are joining us live. So if that annoys you, then come back around 9:30. Give us about 20-30 minutes to say hi to everyone. If you're here, then speak up and say hi so that I can say hi to you as well, where you're from and cool stuff like that, and what equipment you have. If you want to let us know that too, it's not an issue. We love the feedback here and the back and forth so that we can have a great time and everyone can be involved. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's see who all has joined us this evening. So far we're looking at where is my chat box? Oh, it's way up here. I forgot I moved it. Ha. So we have Robin's Nest Embroidery in here with us this evening. She says, new here, trying to watch as many vlogs as possible to get advice on my own. Robin's Nest, welcome. We want to thank you for joining us here at the Babies Booty channel. Love having you here. Appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to be here with us. If you have any questions, jot them right down in your chat box. We're welcoming any questions you guys may have tonight. Since we're not like actively working on a project, we can get some questions answered and go ahead and get you started on happy embroidering, right? That's the whole point in this channel. Miss Phenomenal Creations, hey love, how are you? Welcome. Good evening. Finally able to catch a live. I'm here early to try and help make sure folks can get in here from the normal group that's usually here from the East Coast, trying to make sure we get everybody included. Boricua Sewing and Crafts, hello, welcome. Haven't seen your name, so thank you for joining us this evening. Joni Thurman says hello, even the Hoop Group. Hey Joni Thurman. Miss Ethel Smith, hey Miss Ethel Smith, always a pleasure. Angelia Baker, always a pleasure for you too as well. Hi even the Hoop Group. Carol Coleman, hey love, I hope you're doing okay. Good evening to you as well, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that. Scooby-Doo is in the house. Hey Scooby-Doo, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Jesse Williams says hello. Hello to you as well. Sharon Sinoski. Sharon Sinoski. My brain said it, but my mouth didn't at first. I apologize. Hello, how are you? Haven't seen your name, so welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Nancy Fowles from Iowa. Hello, how are you? Robin's Nest says it's her first live, and we definitely welcome you. American Eagle Embroidery and Graphics. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. She says, hi, Boricua Sewing and Crafts. Just want to share, I picked up my brother's 6 needle today. So guess what that means? So for those of you again who are new, we get to welcome her new 6 needle baby. And if you are a YouTube Hoop Group member, show us your purple bells. If you have a purple bell at home, go ahead and ring it, because we want to say congratulations to you, Boricua Sewing and Crafts, on your brand new 6 needle baby. Congratulations! Woo! Yes! Holler! 6 needles in the house, right? That multi-needle is a lot of fun. So congratulations, girl. Hope you have a lot of fun. Well, I'm saying girl. I'm assuming. That was bad. I shouldn't have assumed. But congratulations. And you have a good time with your 6 needles. You have a lot more threads you're going to have to buy. A lot more stabilizer you're going to have to buy. Bigger cones of thread you're going to have to buy. But guess what? It's all going to be worth it in the end. So congratulations to you and your new baby. Diamond Collins says, hi Eve, driving the big tonight, the rig, I'm thinking you're saying. Hello Diamond Collins. Either way, you said driving, so please be careful while on the road. And thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that. Sherry Castro says, hi, Eve. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Ms. Carol Coleman says you are okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that, because you know I worry. Andrea Baxter, hello, even everyone. Hello to you as well. Grant and Favor, hello to you. Welcome. Always a pleasure having you here. Aisha Graham says hi from Trinidad and Tobago. And you know, girl, I got you on my list somewhere. I got to get down there to see you. Welcome. Kendra Jassy says hi, Eve. Hi, everybody. Hope all are staying safe. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Kimberly Green says, hi, Eve. Hate you didn't make it to Everything Embroidery Market. I spent all my savings. I know you did. One of the other reasons I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't go because I know how it is. All right. I know how it is. And I warned y'all. Yeah, I warned whoever could hear me that you need to take money and you need to take a rolly bag, because a carrying bag just is not going to cut it. You need one of those bags with wheels because of all the stuff you're going to end up buying, because it's always a really good deal out there. You find a lot of really awesome sewing stuff at really good prices, and by the time you finish loading down on everything, you know, yeah, it's a lot of weight. So I'm glad you made it. I was sad I didn't, but in a way I'm glad, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. Treasure Designs LLC says hello from Columbus, Georgia. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Latasha, hello. Boomchilla, hello. How are you? Welcome. From Virginia. We got us a new member. Let's see who that is. Thank you very much, Robin's Nest, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Again, please be sure that you send me your mailing address so that I can get you your own bell in the mail. So thank you for joining up with us. I definitely appreciate it. Let us see. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of chat. I don't know that I'm going to get to everybody, but we're going to try. Let's see. Nice to meet you as well. She says, Boracua, you are super excited. Thank you. Stream the new album dropping. Okay, Katy Perry. I know that ain't the real Katy Perry. Can't be the real Katy Perry. But anyways, I guess she wants you to stream the album. Anita Peoples, hey Eve, hello everyone. Hello, how are you, Anita Peoples? How are you? Welcome. Robin Bryant, T Pink, Kimberly Armstrong from Montana, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Leela Nelson says hi, Eve and Hoop Group, and thank you, Leela, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Boonchilla says she subscribed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Latasha, you're welcome. You're welcome. We discussed that, and I think 9 o'clock is going to be the good number for us here. So we'll be seeing you guys at 9. 10 o'clock was rough. Going to bed at midnight was rough. So I was getting used to it, but it was a little bit rough. Jennifer Barnes says, new and love you. I finally got an embroidery machine, a used brother SE400. I have wanted one for years. Well, Jennifer Barnes, congratulations on your new 4x4 baby. That's an awesome machine. I had the exact same one. You will have a lot of fun with it, but we definitely want to ring the bell and congratulate you on your new baby. Yes, congratulations. Yay, that's a lot of fun. The 4x4 is an awesome little machine. You can do a whole lot with that baby. So definitely take your time, find some great projects at designs.by littlebee.com. That link should be in the description below. She has a lot of really awesome, friendly in the hoop projects for the 4x4 machine. So definitely check her out and have a good time with your new baby. Carme J says, hello everyone. Hello to you. Little One Custom Stitches says, good evening, Eve. Hello. Good evening to you as well, and welcome. Latasha says she got a new baby, a Silhouette Cameo 4. Ah, yes. Go, Latasha. Go, Latasha. Woo! Congratulations on your new cutter. That Silhouette 4 is a beast. So you have a awesome time with your Silhouette Cameo 4. I've been fighting mine this week, so I haven't used it this week, but that's something I'm planning on working on this week since I'm going to be locked in the area for a while. So, but we'll be getting into that again as well here shortly. So congratulations to you. Carol Coleman says she got a Cricut for her birthday. Well, congratulations to you and your Cricut too. Oh my gosh. Woo! Yes. Congratulations. She got that Cricut. That's what's up. Everybody's getting new babies. That's what's up. I love it. So we're going to have to work on some Cricut projects really soon. Some cutting machine projects, actually. Not just Cricut. We'll have to work on some cutting machine projects. BCP Perfect says, hey, Eve from Toronto, Canada. Hey, BCP Perfect. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I haven't seen your name. And thank you for joining us from up north, our northern counterpart. Appreciate you joining us. Boom Chila says, I have a question. So I recently got a design digitized. And in their frequently asked questions, they highly recommend we use the DST file, even though our machines took PES. I did as they recommended and it didn't stitch correctly. Wrote and told them that and showed them the picture. Why say that when it clearly doesn't work? Well, that depends. What part of it, Boomchilla, did not work? Because usually the DST file and the PES file essentially is the same file. The difference is DST has no color associations with it whatsoever. So like in your PES file, your brother machine will read the PES files and the colors that are assigned to that specific stitch placement. So like for instance, I'm saying the wrong thing. I want to say stitch count, but that's not the word I'm trying to say. I can't get my words right. But the first line, first color stop, that's what I'm trying to say. Your first color stop may be, say if it's a cow, it's black. And then the second color stop is white. Third color stop is his nose, so it's pink. All right. Well, your brother machine will read the PES file and read color stop 1 is black, color stop 2 is white, and color stop 3 is pink, right? Well, the DST file is completely different. The DST file will not have any color association with it whatsoever. So whatever the machine has as number 1 is what the color number 1 is going to be. Whatever the machine has for number 2 is going to be number 2, so on and so forth. So that's usually the difference between PES and DST. Not very much of a change otherwise at all, actually. So if your concern is it didn't stitch properly because of the colors, then yes, that would be correct. Because the colors aren't going to be right. You'll have to set the colors. But if it is that it itself didn't stitch out right, like the stitches were wonky or something along those lines, then yeah, that's a problem with the digitizing. Or it could be on your end as well. All right, so it could be maybe not hooped properly, or it could be stitching out on the wrong type of material. There's a whole lot of things that we would really need to examine and take into consideration before saying who exactly is at fault. All right, so what I will suggest is if you can't get a hold to the PES version, like find a digitizer who will give you the version that you're looking for and that you would need. So PES technically would be the one you would request, and that really should be what they give you. But a lot of them just don't want to do the conversion for you, I guess, for lack of a better word. Some of them don't. But that's where Sew It Pro does come in quite handy, because you can download a DST into Sew It Pro and change it yourself to PES. Just save it as, and then save it as a PES. And again, there's no change in the file other than you associating your colors. So let me know which one was the problem with it not stitching correctly. Like, were there too many jump stitches? Did it pucker? Did it, what exactly was off on it? And then we can get into a little bit more deep of a discussion in regards to what the problem was. Lucy says, hello, beautiful. How are you doing today? We are doing very well over here at The Baby's Booty. Thank you very much. Larry Washington says, hey, Miss Eve, how was your day? My day was pretty good. I can't complain. I had a really calm, even keel day. Janet McKinney says, hello, everyone. Hey, Janet McKinney. How are you? I got your mail, and thank you very much as always. And I look forward to talking to you again here soon. Jesse Williams says, I'm new. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I have an SE625, but I'm going to get the SE1900. Well, please let us know when that 1900 get in so that we can ring the bell for you and congratulate you on your new baby. But we definitely love that SE625 around here as well, because the 4x4 machines is how we started and it is our favorite. So definitely keep loving on that 4x4, baby. Anne-Marie McLeod says, hello everyone, hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Stay safe, we'll be fine. Yes, we definitely will. I believe that firmly. And we're going to be getting into all of that here shortly. Shonda Coleman says, hello from Arkansas. I'm excited to hear and see you. I've been playing around with my Cricut Maker today. Cricut Maker is fun. Did you use the rotary blade? That's something I'm interested in trying out with the Silhouette 4. So it would be cool to see who has been using the rotary blade and how fun it has been for them. Rhonda Busby says, first time live, love your projects, single needle, baby lock, and brother persona. Awesome. So single needles are fun too. It's a lot less headache when it comes to having a whole bunch of different colors and threads and programming needles and stuff. I will say that, even though you do have to change out the colors. But it's still an excellent stitch out, and we love embroidery irregardless of how long it takes to get the colors together on our machines. So congratulations on making it in with us for the first time. We appreciate you being here, and if you have any questions, drop them in the chat below so that we can answer your questions. Melinda Barber says, hope y'all are doing well with this TP Horton craziness. She says, hey everyone, well hello to you as well. Look, the TP Horton does mess it up for those of us who like to embroider on toilet paper, doesn't it? And what's funny is 9 times out of 10, if you embroider on toilet paper, you had a stock of toilet paper anyway, because I know I did. So that's what's up. That's cool beans. Carme J is from Trinidad also. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Kingsbury Crafts, I'm here. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us as always. Linda Hargis, hello, how are you? Jackie Racine, hello, first time visitor from Mobile, Alabama. We got a lot of folk from Alabama here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Inspiration Creations, Lori from Canada saying hi, hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Boone Chilla says, another question, is doing hats on the single needle possible? It definitely is, and I do have a video on how to do that. So if you ever have some time on your hands, just go out, type in baby's booty and hats, and it should pull that right up, and you can watch how to do a hat on a single needle embroidery machine, 4x4 at that. Julian says, hello from Colombia. How long does it take the press to sublimate to heat to 390 degrees? If you have a heat press, depending upon what heat press it is, how long it takes to heat up to 390 degrees, it just depends on the brand. Some heat up faster than others. But if you're talking about how long does it take to sublimate an item at 390 degrees, it depends on the item, unfortunately. So like a glass cutting board takes 4 minutes, whereas a keychain, like this specific keychain, would only take 60 seconds. So it just depends on what the sublimation item is, the blank is that you're sublimating on, which depends on how long it's going to take at 390 degrees. Alrighty, you guys, so let us see. I will come back and check in on some more of the chat because we are about to hit 9:30 and we will get back into the chat. But I definitely want to say hello to everyone. And we got a couple of elephants in the room that we definitely need to address here on our channel. Number one, first and foremost, I do want to let you know, so with the Everything Embroidery Market in Biloxi, Mississippi, that I was so eagerly anticipating going to, I was attending the Everything Embroidery Market with the Red Line, the company Red Line, and doing classes with them. Well, they canceled going to the Everything Embroidery Market because of the virus spread and trying to limit contamination possibility, which is totally understandable. So because of that, I did not attend either. However, I was very concerned once it started to spread here anyway, and I really don't want to like get into the whole madness with the coronavirus and things like that. But it is an important topic. It is here. And it is something that we want to be aware of and to be safe from, right? So, of course, we all know not touching your face, which is something I just did. But not touching your face, especially if you haven't washed your hands, using hand sanitizer, washing your hands for 20 seconds, not being all in folks' faces, try and keep a nice distance from folks, avoid shaking hands and touching doorknobs and stuff. You know, if you want to say, hey, elbows, you know, elbow bump or something like that, or, you know, avoiding hugging, stuff like that, close proximity. And we all understand that and we all know that. But the one thing about this specific channel and the things that we do here on this channel, there are a lot of viewers here of this channel that are older. All right. So the majority of the viewers here are 50s and older. The majority of them, which initially to me was quite surprising. But after thinking about it, it really isn't, because you're looking at folks who have been doing embroidery for quite some time or crafting for quite some time. They're possibly retired, they have more time on their hands, and so they're looking at getting into something else crafting related, and therefore they want to get into embroidery. So it made sense that that's the age group of this channel. Well, unfortunately, the older we get, the more health problems and health conditions we come down with. I know for myself personally, I am diabetic, and that's just one of, unfortunately, several ailments that I have. So when it comes to being safe, immune system wise, and being diabetic, I do have to err more so on the side of caution than I do on taking a risk, right? And my doctor has made that loud and clear on a number of different issues, because, like, to TMI, but a couple of weeks ago I was looking at doing the green smoothie cleanse to get healthy and drink smoothies and drop weight and all that cool stuff, and my doctor was like, no, you're not doing that. And I had already kind of started it, and I was like, well, why not? And he was like, nope, that's too much on your body. Your body is just fine. You just need to, you know, do some of the steps we've already talked about and just stay healthy, eat healthier. You don't have to go through all that. And I was like, well, gee whiz, I thought I was going to have some fun and do something different. Well, he was like, no. So I do have to be very careful about what I expose myself to. And I was very concerned when finding out that this thing was starting to spread as rampantly as it was here in the United States. So when they canceled the everything embroidery market, I was like, ooh, phew, yeah, sigh of relief. Even though I really was looking forward to meeting folks, because as I showed you all when we were doing my skinny tumbler that I did, there's a lot of folks that I've met through the years, and I absolutely love meeting you guys, because you guys are absolutely awesome. It's just the most wonderful crowd that we have here watching this channel on a regular basis, and so meeting you all is something I don't mind doing whenever I'm at one of those events. Anytime, that's never an issue. However, I still have to be careful. All right, so I did not get to make it to the everything embroidery market, which also leads me into information that I got from Carnival this week, which really sucked. Okay, so I have been for over a year planning the custom craft cruise. All right, so I put a cruise together, and it was through Carnival Cruise Lines, and it is for May 18th through the 21st, 22nd, some 20 something. I can't remember right now because it's just been that crazy around here. But it was a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas. We have classes on board. Folks have been signing up for classes and paying for classes. It was really going to be a totally awesome event that I was really looking forward to, and put my whole heart and soul into putting this thing together. So when the virus started kicking off and seeing cruise ships docked and folks being quarantined on the ship for 14 days, which is not my cup of tea, you know, I got a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, ooh, hopefully this will, yeah, no, it ain't blowed over yet. It's actually getting worse. So I didn't expect them to cancel the cruise, but the broker, she's not a broker, the agent that I have handling the cruise let me know, well, Carnival hasn't had any issues with sickness. They've been disinfecting the ships more often and blah 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 blah. So I wasn't worried. Okay, well, a day and a half later, she calls and says, okay, well, now they're restricting travel to anyone who is over 70. You have to have a doctor's note to say that you can sail. But I'm going to forward, she told me I will forward you the official notification from Carnival. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even read it. My mom did, and my mom called and she was like, did you read that? And I'm like, no. She told me what it was. She was like, no, you need to read it. And the letter says, if you have diabetes or if you've been in a hospital because of your chronic illness, or if you have a chronic illness, you will not be sailing on our ships. And I was like, well, gee whiz. So the whole point in the cruise is the classes and the stuff that I'm teaching and just meeting everybody, and the whole point in the cruise for me to go on the cruise. So unfortunately, that also not only knocks me out, but another instructor out who has immune deficiency. So it's just like, you know what? No cruise for me. So yay, lots of fun. No sailing in the sun for me until this mess blows over. So I am not able to cruise. So if you have booked the cruise and you don't have any chronic illnesses or anything of that magnitude, you can still take the cruise, but there will not be any classes offered on the cruise, and unfortunately I won't be on the cruise, which I think was the whole point in the hoop group getting all together. So that being said, from what I understand, they are offering a full refund to those, especially if you meet those qualifications, or you can get a onboard credit. You get, how did they say it? It was something about you get a credit for what you've already paid plus an extra 300 or 600. It was something phenomenal actually that they're offering to those who decide to keep the money with Carnival and just choose another sale date later on down the road. So those are your options for those who may have those criteria and can't make it. So am I sad about the cruise and it falling through? Kind of. And the reason why I say kind of is, yes, I do want to meet you all, just like it was in Mississippi. I would have loved to have been there and met everyone and said hi and spent time with everyone, and taught the classes. Likewise on the cruise, met everyone, hung out with everyone, had the classes, looking forward to all of that. But at the end of the day, safety is first and foremost, not just for me, but for you all as well. Because one thing's for certain, I'm more than positive that out of the couple of cruise ships that did end up having to dock and be quarantined for 14 days with them folks stuck on those ships, I'm more than positive 98% of them would rather have not been stuck on the ship for 2 weeks under quarantine. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe your dream is to live on a cruise ship and, you know, be on the cruise ship and not have to get off or whatever, but that's not necessarily my dream. So I was a little afraid of that. And I know for one thing, if I were to continue on with this and you guys joined me on the cruise and somebody got sick in the hoop group from being on there, I would be devastated. I would literally be extremely devastated. I would hold myself accountable. It would be tragic. It would really be tragic because that's just the type of person I am. You know, I hold on to stuff, and you guys are really important to me, and I don't want anything to happen to any one of you. You know, I panic even when it has nothing to do with me. Miss Carol Coleman will let you know that. You know, I'm just like, no, I don't want anything to happen to anyone. And I'm sure my family wouldn't want anything to happen to me, but I'm more concerned about you guys. So all of that being said, your safety is going to be first and foremost when it comes to me. There are alternatives that we do have in place for the classes. So for those of you who chose to, say, for instance, take my class, especially with the Sew It Pro, or Jay's class with the business instruction and the business savvy class, we are actually actively coming up with a virtual class that you're more than welcome to take. If you don't want to do the virtual class, that's understandable. We can refund the money. But we think you're going to definitely enjoy the virtual class, and especially with things shutting down all around us and whatnot, we can utilize that time in our studios and with each other from a virtual standpoint, where you can actually be on camera as well if you so choose to be. And it'd be like a video conference of everyone who chooses to join the class. That also, on a positive note, opens up the classes to those who might have wanted to go to just to take the class, but didn't want to go on a cruise for whatever reason, whether it be a fear of water, or just can't take that much time off, or just didn't want to cruise, couldn't afford the cruise, whatever the case may be, but you wanted to take the class. So now we're offering a virtual class option. We're putting it together now, and it will be completely video conference, and we all can still learn those subjects. Now, the subjects that you couldn't learn, like for instance the screen printing, which was totally hands-on, those classes are going to have to be canceled, and we'll have to refund those. All right, so that's all of that. Can we join the classes now? Grant and Favor asked. Technically you can. Now, I turned them off until I got everything figured out with the cruise and making sure that the classes were canceled. I mean, the cruises was canceled, and what was going on and how long this was going to last and all of that jazz. But yes, I will be opening those back up. And you're out too. I didn't know that, my dear. Any thoughts on scheduling another craft cruise when this blows over? I'm gonna be honest with you. Carnival put me through the ringer, so I don't think I'm gonna. Carnival was a pain, y'all. I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't say that. But Carnival was a pain. Oh my God, they were just like, they didn't want me to have the heat press. They didn't want me to have. I mean, they wanted to know how many cutters, who was keeping them, who was bringing them. And I understand, I totally get that, but they were like really making it very, very difficult. So I really don't think I will do another cruise. I really don't. And the other thing was, it's a lot. It's a lot to not only do you have to fly, but then you have to get your cruising and your shipping and your not ID passport. And it was a lot that folks have to jump through hurdles and hoops to be on a ship, and then us all be together. And it's a novel idea, but I think a resort or doing something on land, on the ground, would be safer and more affordable. That's the word I'm trying to come up with. That would be more affordable. Yes, it's fun because you got your all-inclusive, except for drinks, all-inclusive and all that cool stuff. But I think a really nice, not conference, something a little more laid back, like resorts or something along those lines. It may not be all-inclusive, but at least a nice atmosphere resort, you know, that we can all get together and it'd be affordable. And we can have classes, and I don't have to worry about fighting customs, because it was all about customs, honestly. The getting the machines through customs, making sure that all of that cleared customs and shipping, and y'all, it was drama. Oh my God, I was like, really, Carnival? Really? Is it that serious? It's that serious, y'all. According to Carnival, it's that serious. So I was like, no, not doing another cruise. Not doing enough. As beautiful as the Bahamas is, y'all, and that clear water, I would have been real pretty in that clear water. I'm just saying. But I just no, I can't do it. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So yeah, no cruise. But we will be looking at more of a resort type situation. And as a matter of fact, I was discussing just today with another embroidery guru, so to speak, about joining forces with her, and I think she'll work out really well, and I think this is going to work out a lot better. All right, and I think the setting that I'm looking at is one I've always loved. And I'm pretty sure it will fit in with just about whomever would like to go there. It's not tropical, but it's still just as beautiful. And the area is very accommodating and kind of touristy anyway, but not big city type stuff. It's going to be really nice, laid back, calm, wide open, and just a lot of fun. So we're going to be putting that together in the background. But yeah, we need this mess to calm down. We need the germs and the viruses to go away. That's definitely what we need to do. But meanwhile, virtually is really safe. So your germs stay at your house, my germs stay at my house. And we all still can learn and get together. So I'm super excited actually about these virtual classes, and might even add to the roster for the ones that we're removing from the roster. So looking forward to that. All right. So that's still tentative May. All right. That's still shooting for the time frame of May. And that's going to take a lot of pressure, I know, for myself to try and get that done. And I probably should say more June. But for right now, I want to shoot for May because you guys were already planning to be off during that time for those of you who wanted to take the classes. So that's why we're saying that. All right. So I touched on Biloxi. I touched on the cruise. Okay, so I know what's next. But for right now, let's go back. Contessa Harris. Hello, Contessa Harris. How are you? Kathleen said, let's go. I'm so excited. You should do like a vacation rental by owner type thing, which I have one. I actually own one, but it's just like, I think that location is a little too, I don't think that's a good look. I know where I'm thinking about going, and I think that's going to work out a lot better. You just signed up for an online digitizing class. Holler. Now I did, let's see, did I have? No, Stephanie was doing Sew Art digitizing on the cruise. And so she's still going, well, I haven't confirmed that with her yet, but I know Stephanie. Stephanie's 9 times out of 10 still going to do the digitizing class for me online. So we're super excited about that. So let us see, y'all. It is a lot of stuff in this chat, y'all. Wow. Let's see. Ooh, I missed a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of talking. So how is everyone while I go through here and double check and make sure I don't see any questions that I might have missed? Debbie D, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. So I'm definitely going to give you guys a shout out tonight. Let's see. Have I ever attended an embroidery event? Yes, I have. The Everything, Kimberly Armstrong asked, what is EEM? The Everything Embroidery Market. Everything Embroidery Market. It is a totally awesome event that is held in a couple of different cities, usually Midwest to East Coast. There's the Everything Embroidery Market. There's the NBM show, which I think is like National Business Marketing or something like that. NBM show. And there's the ISS show, where they do, what's the word I'm trying to say? Anything dealing with decor, like embroidery, vinyl, sublimation, sign vinyl, laser engraving, this is NBM and ISS actually. Rhinestones. What else do they have? My goodness. I said signs, vinyl, direct to garment, embroidery, all of that. So if you sell embroidery blanks, you would go and set up your booth and sell your stuff wholesale to the folks like me who does embroidery for a living, and offer them at trade show deal sale prices, right? So it's a trade show for embroidery businesses, sublimation businesses, that type stuff. Now the Everything Embroidery Market is more catered to embroidery. All right, so they definitely are catered to folks who do embroidery. So thread companies, Wilcom Hatch usually has John Deere usually has a booth out there. Silhouette, not Silhouette, that's the wrong word. It's not Silhouette. Silhouette is the name of the machine. Embrilliance Essentials. Embrilliance, the software program, is usually out there. At one point I was going to have one at the one, but they didn't do Greenville again this year. For So What Pro, have a thing and sell it out there and teach a class. They also host classes that you can take both at the Everything Embroidery, the MBM, and the ISS shows. They do classes. Rhinestone World. I don't think Rhinestone World is usually at the Everything Embroidery market, but they are at the ISS and the MBM show. Let's see. So stuff like that. These are trade shows for our businesses, and you can look all three of them up. And let me go ahead and type them in the chat. So the MBM show is one, the ISS show is another, and the Everything Embroidery Market is another show. So those three are shows that you can look up and see where they are and when they will be in your area. The MBM is really big, and they're mainly on the Midwest to East Coast, and the ISS usually is Midwest to West Coast usually. MBM goes all over, if I'm not mistaken, but mainly most of their locations and dates are usually West Coast, if I'm remembering correctly. So at any rate, there are trade shows out there for us, and you can go there and learn about new products and new things that are out there for making your life easier in your crafting endeavors. And it's a lot of fun, and you will go broke every time you go out there. It's inevitable. So take your pocketbook, your husband's pocketbook, your cousin's pocketbook, and just go shopping and have a really good time. Because usually there are deals that are really good deals that you don't want to pass up, are usually available out there. So if you're looking to get a new embroidery machine, or if you're looking to get a new heat press, a new cutting machine, new software, stuff like that, that's the time to get it, because your prices are going to usually be less. And I just remembered the other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about tonight, so let me write that down before I forget. Okay. All right. Now I remember that. I knew it was something else. So that's what the Everything Embroidery Market is. That was a question. Shell Bell, if you will email that to me, please, because for whatever reason, the chat will go away for me and I won't be able to retain it. So Shell Bell, if you go to, like you see right down here, the baby's booty, so the baby's booty, just like you see it down here on the screen, the baby's booty, but put at gmail.com and send me your address that way, and I'll work on getting that out. Aisha Graham, if you're a member of the YouTube Hoop Group, meaning your paid membership here on YouTube, yes, you do get a bell, and definitely send the address ASAP. Latasha, thank you, and I'm glad you met Alexa. She is totally awesome, really super nice, totally phenomenal person, and I am glad you did get to see her, and I was looking forward to meeting up with her again. And as soon as things blow over, I know I'll be seeing her soon, but I have to make sure that coronavirus is like gone gone before I even think about fooling around anywhere outside of my four walls. Let's see, and you're welcome, Shell Bell. Thank you very, very much. Let me see. What is the top 2 embroidery machines you recommend for a person starting a business? Lisa, that is a phenomenal question. And Andrea Ross, welcome. Congratulations on your brother PR1050X. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell for you. And thank you first and foremost for being a YouTube Hoop Group subscriber. Thank you very much. But congratulations on your 10 needle embroidery machine. Y'all, holler! Congratulations. That's a lot of needles, girl. It's a lot of needles to be working with over there. You have a lot of fun with your new brother, baby. Boone Chiller, oh my god, every time we go to Michael's Joanne's, we see the cricket. I keep telling him, forget it, no cricket. No, cricket is still good. Cricket is still good. So Lisa, the top 2 embroidery machines I would recommend for a person starting a business. All right. Again, this is something I say to everyone. My answer is always the same. We start off with, what is your budget? What is your budget? If your budget is, say for instance, $2,000 or less to start a business and to purchase a machine, then I would say the little single needle home machine. It's a Brother 5x7 embroidery machine. So you could do the 770, you could do the P800. Either one of those are phenomenal machines to start with. There's a whole heck of a lot that you can do with both of those machines and make really good money. Just starting off with those, and let those small investments, because if I'm not mistaken, either one of those machines will set you back $600-700, if that much. It's a small footprint of a price point that will allow you to start making money right away. All right. And if you do that, then you can use the profits from those machines to help you save up for the larger machines. Now, if you have a much larger investment portfolio, say for instance, you have $8,000 that you can invest in an embroidery machine, or you have that available credit that won't ruin your bank account, so to speak, and you can pay it off pretty quickly. I generally don't advise necessarily going with credit unless you have steady income already established. All right. So I'm a firm believer in don't quit your job until your income from your business matches what your income is from your regular job. All right. And you know that's steady. It's been coming in. You got 6 months worth at minimum of your self-employment income coming in, and it matches what you make at your job, including your benefits. Then that's when you can say, you know what, I'm out. I can make do for myself. But if you can't match that income, then work both of them as best as you possibly can. But at any rate, so if you have that income and the ability to use credit, or you have that much capital sitting there that you can invest in a machine, then I definitely suggest utilizing the red line. It is a phenomenal investment. And the reason why I say that is because, number one, it is an industrial machine. So it is made for you to use it to make money in a business. This machine is not meant to just sit there and be pretty and use every so often. No, you can pound out 20 hats, then turn around and do 50 shirts, and then turn around and do 40 shirts, and then turn around and do 80 patches. And that machine will not blink. I kid you not. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. This machine is a workhorse, and it's a phenomenal piece of equipment. You got 15 needles to work with, and the price point of it right now is about $7,500. All right. So for $7,500 to $8,000, you can have 15 needles of an industrial machine in your business working very hard for you, which comes with a cap hoop, which come with a bunch of extra hoops. I dare say there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different hoops off bat that I know for a fact you get with that machine. If you let them know the baby's booty sent you, you even get extra hoops with the machine, double every hoop. Comes with the machine. You also get 15 spools of thread, bobbins, I mean the whole 9, for right at $8,000. Whereas I also have a 6 needle name brand embroidery machine, the exact same price. The hoop size largest on that is 8x13, roughly, something like that. Whereas the largest size on this machine is 13x22 or something to that. If it's 20 something, I can't even remember. It's so big and I don't hardly use it. So the footprint on this is much bigger. It's a better buy all the way around. The exact same price for a lot less of a machine is better to go bigger and something that's made for commercial business. So again, to answer your question, Lisa, I would say if your financial investment power is less than $3,000 to $3,000, I would say you know, start out with the 5x7 with, you know, just under $1,000, and then that way build up to larger and better. If you do have the larger capital available, then I would definitely give Redline a call, because that machine has been worth its weight in gold and then some. So very excited to let you guys know about that machine. All right. Latasha says, take me along with you on your silhouette journey. I look forward to the videos. Girl, I have got to get into that silhouette machine, and we will definitely be talking about that here in a moment. Boracua said, is anyone going to the Embroidery Mart in Georgia in May? Wondering if anyone attended before. I would like to, but again, a lot of that's going to depend on how quickly this mess blows over. So yeah, this was one color. It stitched out fine when you did it in PES. You downloaded both files, message you. Okay, cool. I look forward to getting that, Boomchilla. I really do. Thank you. Scooby-Doo, my stand for the Epson F570 will be delivered tomorrow. That's a nice printer, man. Production of the printer has resumed, so I'm awaiting the delivery date. Yes. Yeah, this thing knocked a whole lot of stuff off. Pearl Lucas, hello, my love. How are you? Doris says, hello, everyone. First time live. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us live. We definitely appreciate it. Kathleen says, did my first bunny with the new machine and having a ball. Holler. That's what's up. Bunnies are going to be all over the place now. It's crazy. Robin's Nest says, me, I'm using inventory now. Haha. That's good. That's a good thing. And thank you, Robin's Nest, for being a YouTube Who Group member. Shell Bell, just got a sublimation printer this week and a Silhouette Cameo 3 and a heat press 2 months ago. I pray to God a 4x4 is next. Does anyone know if Silhouette Studio prints out on legal size paper? Yeah, Silhouette Studio will print out whatever your printer will allow it to print. So that's a good thing. And congratulations on your sublimation printer, my dear. Woo! Shell Bell, holler! Doing sublimation things in the house. Congratulations on your new babies all over the place. And hopefully, yes, that 4x4 will be next. Boonchilla says, good, I have a 4x4 too. Check that out. Out of school for a month, so I have a lot of, okay, so I'm glad you said that. Is there an easy way to thread the Redline 1501, just the needles when it breaks? An easy way to thread the needles? No. There is a needle threader that, okay, so you could utilize something like this. This is a needle threader. Let me get to where I can see. Here we go. Okay, so here you can use this to thread your needles on a machine. I purchased this from Walmart, I think. Pretty sure I got that from Walmart or Joann's, somewhere like that. And this supposedly helps you thread the machine, as you can see. Well, if it focuses, can you focus, fool? There we go. See, as you can see down there in those pictures, you can use it to thread a needle on a machine. So this may be an option to help you. I'm not sure. I actually haven't used it to thread my machine because for me, just threading it myself is easier. But you, as far as threading it through the machine, just please don't ever go from top to bottom. Just pull your thread, tie your threads off and pull it through. And I don't know if you're aware of how to do that, but just the needle, you may want to get one of these guys to help you get those needles threaded. So for you all who are in here, and I'm not sure, like for instance, Jennifer Barnes is here from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome, by the way. And that being the case, I don't know if you guys have shutdowns and things like that going on in your area. So I wanted to address that really briefly with you guys tonight, because this is a pretty major event that's going on in our neck of the woods here in the US especially. And many different areas are under, like for instance, they just recently this week actually canceled school for 2 weeks here in North Carolina. They also have asked businesses to allow people to work from home for a couple of weeks. And of course, that's to limit exposure to each other. You know what I'm saying? So by me staying my butt at home that limits my exposure to someone else who may have come in contact with someone else who may have it, or and they not know it, or if I had it, that limits my exposure to other people in the public because I could have it and not even know it yet. Or it could be a carrier, so to speak. So there's a lot of positive, understandable reasoning why they've done this move in order to keep us all as safe as possible, and it's totally understandable. And it can be a major headache slash stressful time, and oh my gosh, what in the world is going on? I'm super scared, blah blah blah, for other people, but for us crafters, we're happy. We want to stay home. We want to do crafts. We want to have fun in our studios. So this is like, hey, purposeful vacation time, have a good time type time. So my thing is, take notes of some things that I would suggest that you take advantage of this downtime. If you have downtime like that here in your studios and you don't have a lot of orders like myself that you need to catch up on and go ahead and get out the door, then utilize this time to get your stashes organized, clear out some of the stuff that you have kind of like put off to the side that you're not really working with. Like for instance, in my case, I don't really do a lot with vinyl anymore. I'm not a huge fan of working with doing t-shirts and t-shirt vinyl and stuff like that anymore. So I've been cleaning a lot of that out and getting rid of a lot of that inventory. Or for instance, if you maybe have, like I have so many sewing patterns, y'all, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how many sewing patterns, like dresses, pillows, bags, curtains, bedding, kids' clothes. I mean, it's just, I have so many patterns. It's actually sad. And I don't sew any of that anymore. I just haven't really had time to do it because I've been so busy with my business. So now would be the time to go through a lot of that inventory, possibly trade with somebody who's looking for patterns, so to speak, or, you know, de-stash, something like that, which is when you have a whole stash of something, like a whole stash of vinyl, for instance, and you don't want to do vinyl. Well, then you can de-stash and offer it as a, you know, a bundle to some folks. Like, you can definitely de-stash in the hoop group as long as you follow through with your order and you don't stiff people, you know, like take money and not send the stuff. That will get you banned from the hoop group. So please don't do that. We don't want any illegal activities. But if you wanted to offer some stuff for sale or give away, for that matter, I mean, why not look out for some folks? If you ain't doing anything with it, let them just pay shipping and go ahead and send it to them. It's entirely up to you, and please be fair and reasonable with whatever it is that you're offering to other folks. But take time, go through your studios, de-stash. It will give you like a woo-saw type effect where it's like, whew, I can breathe now. Hey, there's space right there. Well, I didn't know I had space before, you know, and get rid of stuff and organize your paperwork, get your receipts together if you haven't already, because it's a new tax season and April is right around the corner. Hopefully the virus will push some of that back too. But you have that time coming around. And then also sit down and do some goals for yourself. Okay, so in saying all of that, I wanted to show you guys again. I did show it once before on here. That's where this specific book comes in, the My Pretty Perfect Planner. And I was just talking to someone in here, and I apologize for not remembering who it was. But this this person who created this book is Alexis Galloway. She has the website So Sweet Monogramming, and she created this she created this planner especially for those of us who do embroidery. And one of the things in this planner, aside from you being able to write out your projects to completion and all the detail, like stabilizer type that you use, fabric type, how hard was it, the stitch count, the hoop size that you use, your thread colors, and all of that kind of stuff. In addition to that, she also has in the back where you can do month-end reviews. You can do your goals and set goals for the month, the year, and the week. actually get your goals together for your business. So that's something else I would definitely say to sit down and go over. Even if you don't get the planner, which you can get at pretty sure it's sosweetmonogramming.com, but you also can do this on your own, and you can do a printout version. She has a printable version as well. But this book just re-emphasized to me some of the things that you can do in your downtime while you are sitting around twiddling your thumbs, because you really don't need to be going out and being around folks in the general public so that you don't catch something that you don't want to have. So there's a lot of things that you can do and accomplish in your studios. All right. So definitely keep some of those things in mind. I will add a link in the description for that planner, because I just realized I probably don't have the link in the description as of yet. So I definitely want to let you know that. So I wanted to bring that to you all's attention, and then soon we're going to get into one other thing for sure that I wanted to talk to you guys about that I put off, but now it's on again. So I'm really excited to let you guys know that. Glenn says no one hugs you anyway. I send you hugs all the time, Glenn. You just don't be getting them, and you don't be telling me that you be getting them, because I send them virtually. So I know you do be getting hugs. Just by being hi Eve and everyone late here, but here, welcome. Thank you for joining us, you and Glenn, who I am sending another virtual hug right now. Suzanne Go Grand Go. Hey love, how are you? Me and the honey was just talking about you. Alton Brown, the good eats guy, has a hand washing video that just came out. I have to look into that. Laverne Samuel says, Glenn, that sounds sad. Everyone needs the love of a hug from time to time. Glenn tripping. He know he be getting hugs from me. Let's see. Suzanne Go Grand Go says 18 to 22. Oh, Eddie Jr. Hey, Eddie Jr. in listening mode. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. The best medicine is what you put on the end of your fork. Let's not go there, Vicky. I don't need to talk about that because I eat entirely too much, as you can tell. Love to eat around here. Let's see. Heidi Ho and hello, even embroidery fans. Hey, friends. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Nita VR Designs. Hello. How are you? Janet McKinney, how much do I charge for a baby bib and a burp cloth? It depends. If it's embroidery, usually $15 each, so $30 for the set. Custom, especially if it's custom. Dexter Wilson. Hello, Dexter. How are you? Welcome, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Shirley Stewart. Hello. Now is not the time to be taking a risk by cruising with coronavirus uncertainty. We all have to stay healthy. I know that's right. So I'm glad that you guys are interested in the virtual class. That is phenomenal. I am very happy to hear that. Lila says my daughter still wants to go. She's a daredevil, though my son told me I was not going, and that's been the consensus around here too. My family was like, you're not going, and I'm like, well, I mean, I got to go. I'm the cruise. I mean, how can I not go? And then I get that letter from Carnival and was like, well, I guess I'm not going. Because I am not like the guy that went on the JetBlue flight and he had the coronavirus and waited till he got off and was like, oh, by the way, I had coronavirus. You might want to let the other passengers know. He was banned for life from JetBlue. And so, although I'm not like huge with Carnival, but I don't want to be banned for life, you know, by sneaking on the boat anyway, knowing my health restrictions. And 9 times out of 10, it would end up pretty bad because I do have health issues. So I really don't want to take that chance. So I cruised Carnival once, and once was enough, Cynthia says. We're going to leave that alone. Land sounds better. Okay, cool. So I will definitely a weekend at a hotel. I thought about that, Janet, but I want it to be cooler than that. I want it to be cooler. So we'll see. We'll definitely get this together. Boone Chiller says get a house big enough for everybody to chip in. It's going to be interesting to find a house that big because there's quite a folks that signed up for these classes. So we'll have to see. Robin's Nest says that's a great price with 15 needles. Yas. What did you miss about Biloxi, Raina? Raina, I actually missed going to Biloxi because of the coronavirus. I did not want to take a chance and get sick. So just us class, no machine, she says. Well, we could possibly do that. How do I get the purple bell, Miss Social Deb? The member thing, will the classes be the same dates or later on down the road? I will be in Germany instead of cruising. Well, maybe. Okay, so Miss Social Deb, number one, if you're interested in getting the purple bell and you are a YouTube Hoop Group member, a paid YouTube subscriber here on YouTube, then just drop your email address. Send me an email at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com, just like you see the baby's booty right here. Babiesbooty@gmail.com, and I will send out your bell. I'm hoping these bells can go out next week, this week, sorry, coming up. I'll have to get together and sit down and get these addresses together. But yes, you can give me your address and I will send out a bell if you are a YouTube Hoop Group member right here. And you asked about the class dates. I want them to be the same time frame, May 18th, week of May 18th. But I will let you guys know, again, an announcement here on YouTube to let you know for sure, and in the Hoop Group, the free Hoop Group, and on my Facebook page as well. So I'll definitely keep you all updated, because now there's going to be a bit of a change around, because the physical hands-on classes, will have to cancel those. But the instructional classes, I have to coordinate with the other instructors who had classes, and we all have to practice this online video conferencing thing, because it's going to be a really big thing. Not big thing. It's a big thing because I've never done like a business video conference thing like this before. So we have to practice it, run through that, schedule it, see how that works and all that cool stuff. And then I'll let you guys know when we're ready to roll with it and open up the classes for you guys to purchase in again. So really excited about that. Contessa, I think I said hello to you as well. If not, hello, my dear. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Glenn, did you enjoy all your hugs? I do need to know that. Hey, Salty Gravy, how are you? Janet McKinney says, let's make hand sanitizers. I know that's right. We definitely need that, and some kind of spray cleaner too. Let's see. Carla Woody, where can I get a bobbin case cover? I've lost two for $7.70. Try sewing machine repair.com. Hold on, let me look it up, because that's where I get my parts from. Sewing machine, is it sewing machine parts? Hold on, let's see. Sewingpartsonline.com. Sewingpartsonline.com. Put that in the put this in the chat. That's where I get my parts from. Well, one of the places. That most of the time my parts come from sewingmachineparts.com. They should have it. And that is for Carla Woody. Let's see. Just by being I got grand nieces and grandnephew that gotta spend the day with me since their schools have shut down. Yeah. Kids are here. Teach them embroidery. Get them into doing embroidery. Teach them how to thread the machine. All that cool stuff. Robin's Nest says Bernina has a university too. That's what's up. Well, this will be the first time for us doing things virtually, so we'll see. Boone Chilla says, I'm a lunch lady at an elementary school, and we were supposed to go in Monday to deep clean, but then all that changed Friday. Yeah, they're changing a lot of stuff. Kimberly Armstrong says, wow, thank you. I finally registered my business name, so that means I can go to trade shows. You can go to trade shows anyway. You do not have to have a business name or a business. You don't have to have even a business license. It is better if you have a business name. And of course, it's better if you have a reseller's license for the state that you live in, because they want you to pay sales tax for things that you purchase and resell to your customers. But you don't absolutely have to be like a legit business owner as of yet. This is a good, like everything embroidery market is a good place to start. If you've never done a trade show before and you just want to experience it and see what it's like. And yes, when you're there, you can still get wholesale prices as well in most instances. Donna Webster, yes, not for wholesalers only, no. Patricia Husky, welcome. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I'm sure it is, but I'm over my head in this embroidery hobby, right? Oh, we can always afford another hobby. Don't think you can. I ordered some tearaway stabilizer. It kept bending my needle. What am I doing wrong? It depends on what you're doing. Because if you're embroidering on something that tearaway stabilizer isn't made for, like if you're trying to embroider a shirt, you should be using cutaway stabilizer, not tearaway. And that could be part of why your shirt is moving around so much and not holding on to the stitches like it's supposed to, moving it and breaking the needle. That very well could be the case. So try cutaway and let me know how that works. Yamake Creation, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Go to Boutique Deju Vintage, love it. Is there a lot of prep or color changing and threading involved in these machines? It can be. So if you're talking about the 15 needle machine, not really. As long as you have your idea of what your colors are, it's really easy to set the colors in this machine. And once you set the colors, that's it. My husband was surprised when he saw I had a specific patch, and of course I don't have it right here in front of me. It's an hour to stitch out per patch. And it's only like 5 colors if I'm remembering correctly. But the thing is, once you set the colors one time, I can turn this machine off, come back a week later, turn it back on, put the patch material on the machine, and it'll stitch out and know what it's supposed to do and where it's supposed to do it every single time. So once you set those colors one time, you're good, as long as you don't change the colors on if you don't change your threads on the back. So it's a one-stop type situation once you get everything set, and usually you don't have to worry about it anymore. If it's a single needle machine, then yes, you want to have your colors set out so that you'll know what thread is next, and go ahead and switch out your colors every time it's time for you to change. But 15 needles or multi needles allows you to set your colors, and then that way you don't have to keep changing out colors constantly. Whereas like the 6 needle, most of your embroidery designs are going to be more than 6 needles, especially your larger designs, which is slightly annoying to me, with especially the price of the 6 needle, knowing that it's going to be bigger designs and knowing that bigger designs usually have more colors to them. So you're going to end up changing colors anyway, and that's for the same price as a 15 needle machine. So yeah. Marge Campbell, hello my love, how are you? Boonchilla says the PR 1050 was 11,000. Yeah, it can be. Boonchilla, so what are your thoughts on magnetic hoops? I have the NQ 1600 and am leaning towards a 5x7 and a 4x4. Good idea or not? I have definitely suggested the magnetic hoops for those machines. I have featured them here on this channel. Also, if you have the now you just said the magnetic hoops that you can't pull apart easily, those are called mighty hoops. There's also another set, DIME hoops, I believe, and those you can't pull apart easily either. But whether they fit for the 4x4 or the 5x7, I don't think they do. I'm not 100% sure about the DIME hoops, but the mighty hoops you cannot. Those are for multi-needle machines. And the cool thing is we'll be featuring those here shortly as well, and I want to talk about that here in a moment. What time is it? 10:30. Okay, we're gonna start wrapping this up, but I want to go into some fun. So let's see. Go to Boutique Deju Vintage says, so far I've only done hand embroidery, so this will be new for me. A lot of fun, very addictive. You have been warned. I'm just letting you know. Very addictive. Hello Marilyn Ray, how are you? Welcome. How many needles are on the single print machines? So it depends. Like, you have a single needle machine, and that one has one needle. Your 4x4 machines, your 5x7 machines, those are single needle embroidery machines. But there's also multi-needle embroidery machines. Like this machine here is the Red Line embroidery machine. This machine has 15 needles to it, and it is a monster of an embroidery machine. And with these 15 needles, each needle has its own color back there, its own color thread. If I wanted all 15 needles to have the same color, which is counterproductive, I can. But each needle is threaded with a different color. Now, any machine stitches with one needle at a time. Okay, so it's only going to stitch one color at a time. But if I have a design to embroider that has 10 different colors in it, I'll just set my 10 colors, make sure that the color thread is on the back that I want to use, and tell it what color goes with what color stop, what colors to do next, and it'll stitch it all out. And all I have to do is look at it every so often, make sure it's still running, change the bobbin when it runs out, and that's it. So it'll stitch whatever needle with whatever color on my design that I needed to do once I set it. So the 15 needle is pretty cool in that regard. You have 15 needles to not worry about changing out colors on. And whereas other machines like that one is 6 needles. So if I have a 10 color design, 10 different colors, then I can only do 6. And then after the 6th color stitches, then I have to stop, change one of the needles to the next color, and so on and so forth until I get all my colors stitched out. So this one has been awesome sauce. Both machines are awesome sauce. Don't get it twisted, because blessing has been a blessing since day one. The Grateful, which is the name of the Red Line, Grateful has been a totally awesome machine as well. I've learned a lot. She has a huge embroidery footprint. Like, here's just one of the frames. This is a mighty hoop, the magnetic hoop we were just talking about. Here's one size of frame that I use with her. But you know, she goes even bigger than that. So this is a really good machine. I absolutely love it. And these guys were willing to give a deal to anyone from the Baby's Booty Hoop group that says, hey, we want one of those machines, and we came from the Baby's Booty. Speaking of which, if you are in here, or if you come back and watch again and you have purchased a Red Line because we talked about it here on this channel and we suggested you buy one, drop me an email, please. I would really love to know that we sent you over there, and I have something special to send you in the mail. So please let me know that, because I really want to know. I really want to know. Scooby-Doo says her single head has 16 needles. I'm glad you said that, Scooby-Doo. So Scooby-Doo just said that her single head embroidery machine has 16 needles. Not sure which machine you have, probably Tajima or something like that. There are more than 15 needles in some embroidery machines. But she mentioned something else, or Scooby-Doo mentioned something else that said single head. Okay, so there are instances where you can get an embroidery machine, an industrial embroidery machine, and it has more than one head. So you will have, think of this machine, but 2 of them side by side joined together, and they both stitching the exact same thing at the exact same time. And there are embroidery machines that has 20 heads on it, and all 20 heads are embroidering the exact same thing at the exact same time. That's hardcore industrial stuff right there, right? So if you're like really trying to go like extreme hardcore, that's the type atmosphere you want to have in your studio. So if you're doing hats and you pounding out 300-400 hat orders, that's the route you want to take and going industrial. And those boogers are extremely expensive But they're awesome and they're worth it if you're doing that mass quantity of embroidery and projects and stuff like that. So yes, that is out there. There is a such thing as a multi-head machine. So there are multi-head machines where each head has 15 needles at a time. So there's a whole lot that's out there in the field of embroidery. If you've never looked into it, we'll have to definitely do a video and do a tour of, like I know of a local shop that has a multi-head machine, couple of multi-head machines, and see if we can't do a tour of their facility and let you guys see what that looks like, and know what all is out there and available for you if you just, you know, put your mind to it. That's what we like to do, is educate. So I am going to, hello Melody Wilcox, welcome. Thank you for joining thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate that. And thank you for joining us this evening. Hey Lupe, how are you? Josephine Fry, how are you? Jennifer Barnes, where's the best place to get Sew What Pro? You can purchase Sew What Pro from my website, thebabiesbooty.com, which is, you see right here at this web address. And at the top, if you just, you know, click on Sew What Pro, it'll take you there and you can purchase it there. Or you can purchase it on the official Sew What Pro website, which is sandscomputing.com. S and then spell out AND and the letter S, computing.com. And that's where you can purchase Sew What Pro there as well. Entirely up to you. But either way, as soon as you make the purchase, whichever route it is that you decide to purchase it, because I am an authorized reseller for Sew What Pro, you can, as soon as the payment shows up and we get the email, then we generate a code and send it out to you. It's not done automatically. So if I'm asleep, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait till I get back up and send that code. But I do send it as soon as possible, as soon as I see it. Or if I'm driving, I try really hard not to send those codes then. I have done it and hate that, but you know, sometimes I would rather you get your code than to have to wait. But yes, there's two ways you can purchase it. Alrighty, so another thing I definitely want to bring out, and I'm sorry I'm gonna have to miss out on more of this chat, but I want to let you guys know that, what is this? Hey Carmen Alvarado, how are you? Today is the 15th of March, and a couple of months ago, about four and a half months ago, I was talking about doing a event where we're doing a giveaway of a lot of really cool prizes and stuff to celebrate us reaching a 20K milestone here on our YouTube channel. We hit 20K subscribers. I was pleasantly surprised, very shocked that that many folks cared enough to subscribe to our channel and enjoy our channel enough to be a subscriber, and I'm definitely grateful to each and every one of you. However, I ended up having to postpone it due to, you know, a personal circumstance in my life where I've had some changes take place, and a lot of stuff was going on. So, and hey Bickham, how are you? Welcome. I didn't miss seeing you come in. Yes, and I did come in early tonight. Sheila Cushionberry. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry. Yes, I came in early, so we're gonna scoot back to 9 o'clock. So I definitely want to let you guys know that we have since well surpassed 20K. We are knocking on 25K at this point right now, and I am beyond humbled to even see that and to know that. So what we are going to do is reschedule. Oh, well, thank you, Will Allen. I appreciate that. That was really nice for you to say that. Thank you very much. What we're going to do is reschedule it. And so my plan is next week we're looking at doing our giveaways for our channel. Okay, for the 20K, we're looking at doing our giveaways, and we had Be Createful, because you guys know I do rhinestones and bling. They offered us some bling to do giveaway. Will has been in here many times. Will is with his He does, oh my gosh, my brain, I'm getting sleepy already. So Carolina Thread Place, he has sent some cork vinyl and some other goodies to do a giveaway on our channel. I have a really huge giveaway that I'm hoping and praying it can get here by next week. And then that's going to be a really big giveaway. And I'm not going to say what it is, because if it doesn't come in, I'm going to be real sad that I told y'all it was coming in and it didn't get here in time. So I'm not even going to really mention it. But if it comes, man sakes alive. Man sakes alive. I'm really excited about that one. And then we have my own personal giveaways that I will be doing myself. We also have some credits to a couple of design websites. So it's just, there's a lot that we're looking at doing a giveaway. And actually, let me look at a calendar, because I may push it off 2 weeks so that we can make sure that that other comes. So if I do 2 weeks, it'll be the 29th. It'll be the end of the month. Let's shoot for 2 weeks, because that one thing I really wanted to be a part of our 25K celebration. I really want that to be a part of it, because that's going to be pretty huge. So the 29th of March, we will do our next giveaway. All right, let me look at something else real quick and see where we are in the grand scheme of things. We are currently, where am I? Oh, I'm right here. We are currently at 24,800 subscribers. All right, so hopefully in 2 weeks we will have passed 25K and won't be like celebrating super early and we hadn't hit 25K yet. I will, Bickham, thank you very much. I will let him know that you said hi. So let's say the 29th. So definitely you guys be sure to join us on the 29th for our 25K giveaway. And we will have a lot of stuff here that we're going to do a giveaway for. And I'm also going to be working on a much better way for us to do the giveaway, because when we did the one with the cubbies, that was a little bit of a disaster, and not too much of a disaster, but that was pretty hard. So we're gonna find something a little bit easier to do and make sure that it was fair. How did you get your channel to take off? Robin's Nest, I have no earthly clue. I have no earthly clue, because when I started, it was, I don't know. I know for one, there was one video I did that wasn't even embroidery related, and for whatever reason that video just blew up and took off, and it grew from there. Just one video, and like I said, it didn't even have anything to do with embroidery. And I think a lot of it too was interacting with everyone on the channel, and folks just came in and we just started having fun together, and it went on from there. And you know, doing videos on topics that were pertinent to the folks in our little niche. Because, you know, if you had have asked me, you know, back then, I would have never thought that it would have taken off the way that it has. Because if you look at a lot of these viral YouTube channels that are like really big, you know, 300,000-400,000 subscribers, in a lot of instances, their audience is broad. Like it's in a niche that's broad, like cooking, for instance. You will find way more folks interested in cooking than you will in embroidery, machine embroidery specifically. You know, so that was, I never expected it to get very big, because machine embroidery niche is very small in comparison to being a chef or cooking. So when it started to get, you know, a few thousand, I was very, very surprised. And the fact that it's made it to as large as it has, I'm very humbled, because I never would have imagined it would have ever gotten this many people. So I'm glad that it has, because what I found is most of the folks that are regulars here on our lives and regulars here in our hoop group, everyone is just so awesome. I mean, everybody is nice. Everyone gets along. We don't have issues in here. And yes, granted, I did say from the beginning, and I continuously say, we don't do drama here. There's no politics. There's no religion. We all are crafters, and we crafters need to stick together and have a good time. So I would prefer us to not, have a lot of like if there's something controversial that you're working on personally, say for instance politics driven, knowing here in the US folks are big on their politics, which is fine for you, but if you're working on a politics driven project, I prefer you not share that in the group. I prefer you enjoy that to yourself or with your customers or with your family or what have you, and just do the nice stuff here. Bunnies and flowers and cows and just really nice, kind projects is what we would like to work on in here, so that everyone can just get along and have a really good time. And there's so much negativity that's already going on out there. Why not have a safe place to come to where you can enjoy your craft and have a really good time, and know that no matter what nationality you are, no matter what country you're from, no matter how old you are, no matter what tone your skin is, no matter what your height or your weight is, it doesn't matter. We're all here because we love to craft, and we love to craft together, and everyone enjoys what we all do, usually that's in here. And most of you want to learn more. Most of you want to expand in your area, or some of you even want to hone and perfect what you're already doing. So that's the whole point in here. We're in here to have a really good time, to get to where we want to be in our business or in our personal crafting lives, and just have a good time with each other, Because one thing's for certain, when you come in and you have someone, I was talking to, I think it was Miss Bickham at one point in time, a year or so ago. She and I were talking, and she said a lot of times when you're with your family and they know what you do, but when you're sitting down and you're talking about the latest embroidery design and how big it is, or this latest hoop, or this thread you found on sale over there, or that crafting event you want to go to, and they're looking like, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. But when you call and you talk to another crafter who understands what it is that you're working with and what you're working on, and you're like, guess what, I found this on sale, it's a Silhouette Cameo 4, and we can cut out this and we can cut out that, and if you go over to that website you can get vinyl and it's at a discount, and blah blah blah. See, you're more excited and you're more in tune and involved, and you're having a good time because you're actually talking and communicating on a level that both of you can understand. And it's like we have our own language sometimes, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's what I like here, and that's what I love about the hoop group, because we're all here for a common purpose. We're all here to learn more. We're all here to share what we do and to inspire one another to the crafting greatness that we all have so wonderfully been able to achieve. And for those of you who are new in here, please understand we absolutely love crafting here in this channel, and we want to invite you in with us, and we want you to join in and get sucked into the deep pit abyss of embroidery and embroidery designs and embroidery threads and sublimation and sublimation designs and sublimation blanks and rhinestones and bling designs, all of this cool stuff that you can actually make money off of and not spend a whole lot of fortune doing it. All right, so that's where we are here, and we absolutely want to welcome each and every one of you here with us to our madness because it's a lot of fun and we love what we do. So at any rate, I definitely wanted to let you know, we talked about Biloxi. I hate I missed you guys. We talked about the cruise. I hate I'm gonna miss you guys. But at the end of the day, please avoid the coronavirus as much as possible. Please keep me informed. Let me know how you're doing. If you do get sick, let me know so that we can, you know, send well wishes. And definitely, if that's something you feel that it's important that someone cares, that knows that, you know, we're hoping for the best for you and rooting for you and want you to get better quickly. All right. But we definitely want everyone to be safe. So for the foreseeable future, we are going to change our crafting classes that were on the ship. We're going to change them to virtual classes. So even if you wanted to go on the cruise or you wanted to take those classes and you couldn't before because you could not go on the cruise for whatever reason, well, now you can take those classes very safely from the security of your home. Now, I'm not 100% sure of the dates as of yet because I'm going to have to finalize the virtual class arrangements with the other instructors. I've already talked to one, and then I'm looking at possibly bringing in another one. So we're going to confirm all of that. Now, I would like for it to stay the same dates as the cruise because for those of you who were going on the cruise, you already have those dates blocked off anyway. And that was May 18th through, I think it was the 21st or the 22nd. So please keep that in mind, that's the dates that we're shooting for is that. But if the new crafter, the new instructor that comes in, if she comes in, if she needs more time, then we may have to push it back a couple of weeks to the 1st of June. But either way, right in that time period, we're going to do virtual classes, and it will open up to any and every last one of you who would like to take those classes. All right. And it will be virtual. It will be kind of like, what do they call it? Video conferencing. So we're going to have it set up where you guys can video in as well. All right. So that's what I was told we could do. So we'll see how that works. I've never done it before. So I'm excited to see that we can get that to work out. And with that many people, not sure that we'll be able to, but I was told that you can. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm excited about it. So I definitely wanted to go through all of that with you all. And then also I wanted to let you know that we are looking at putting our celebration back on with another giveaway, and a huge giveaway included in with that. So that's going to be not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. Okay, so the Sunday after that. Miss Bickham, thank you so very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Avery Head, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Thank you very much. How much will the class cost? Right now, the classes I want to say were 25. Let me see what they were, because I do not remember. Oh man, all of this I'm gonna have to change. This is crazy. Oh yeah, I turned them off. I'll have to turn the classes back on. Hold on, let's see if I can pull up those prices for the instructional classes. The instructional classes were $25. It started 25 is what they were. Yeah, $24.99 is what they were starting at, and they went up from there depending upon what the class was and what all came with the class. But I will definitely have more information on that, more detailed information, because things are going to have to change with those classes as far as what comes with it, because now it's virtual. So what you were going to get physically will either have to make those products virtual, or we'll have to mail them to you, whether it be ahead of time or after. Not sure. So see, all of that's going to have to be worked out a little bit differently now. And that's something that unfortunately I will be, well, no, because we have coronavirus time to work on stuff like that around here now. So I will be tackling that with the other instructors and getting that taken care of. We had a Sew It Pro class. We had a Sew Art digitizing class. We had a Embrilliance digitizing class. We had a Cricut and Brother Scan and Cut and Silhouette class. We had a business instruction class, business savvy, being business savvy for your businesses. We have that class. We had screen printing that was canceled because you can't screen print virtually, so that wasn't going to work. And we had soap making, which you can't do virtually, so we had to cancel that class. Vinyl class, which 9 times out of 10 we'll cancel because you can't do that virtually. We don't think. We'll have to see how that goes. Because we can send out the products and you be able to follow along. Not sure. We'll get into that. But we're also talking about adding in a class, and I'm not going to mention what that class is just yet because we have to finalize that. So yeah, and we might even add a couple other classes. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it because I just thought of something else. So yeah, we'll be getting into all of that soon. Coronavirus kind of like derailed a couple of trains around here, and made life really interesting, but we're going to make plans to get all of that together. Hey, I didn't hear a bell ring for me, treat me like a stepchild. Oh no, what did you get, my baby? Because I have had to scroll past stuff to make sure I didn't go over time tonight, but we definitely will ring the bell for you. Remind me of what it is that you got. So yeah, we will be doing, wouldn't it be something if the giveaway was a magnetic hoop? Oh man, that would be something, wouldn't it? That would be something. Eve is my therapist, and as well helps me feed my embroidery and sublimation addictions, as well as I'm a Dollar Tree shopaholic. Good to see we are in the same therapy group. We're gonna not talk about that Dollar Tree shopaholic addiction. Please, let's not talk about that tonight. I was just talking about that with my husband. That was funny because we saw, anyway, that's a whole nother story. I had to post that in the Hoop group and let y'all see that. Good night, Marilyn Ray. Patricia, I'm gonna scroll up because I don't see what you said, and I definitely want to ring the bell for you. Oh no, Maxine Seeley. Hi everybody, I'm here at the ICU caring for patients, but I can't miss our chat. Please, Maxine, be careful. Please be careful, my love. Oh my goodness, because medical profession, I pray for y'all all the time. Sheila Cushionberry, watching with my 6-year-old granddaughter Bailey. Hey Bailey, how are you, baby girl? What are you doing up so late? I'm glad you're watching with your grandma. Give grandma a big old hug for me because I do love Miss Sheila Cushionberry. So give her a big hug and thank you for watching with us. We appreciate it. Aaron Robbins Nest talking about cooking and embroidery at the same time. Yeah, y'all don't want me in here cooking because I'll be eating and cooking at the same time. Let's see, Patricia, did you tell me yet? Look up the chat to 3:30. Girl, I gotta scroll. It doesn't tell me times, actually. It doesn't tell me times. 3:30, that wasn't too long ago though. Sorry, Eve, about the breakups in my chat. To make a long story short, I know would like to see more embroidery. Please, blessed and be safe and happy. That's what I see. I don't see. Hold on. Did you say something before that? You did say there was a breakup in the chat, so let me see. Patricia Mills. Oh, wait a minute. It was you and somebody else. Patricia Husky, thinking about getting the Cricut Explorer Air 2 at home. Will it come in handy with embroidery? Do you use it a lot? Yes, I do. I absolutely love it. Oh, my mama's here. Pray that the surgeons have steady and wonderful hands, Miss Beckham. She's having surgery? Oh, my God. You got to call me about that. Yes, Patricia Husky, you will use the Cricut with your embroidery if you would like to. That's a personal thing, and it does help. I want a red line, but I don't want to repair it myself if it breaks. Glenn, I understand that. I really do. But what my answer to that is, number one, it really shouldn't break. And I'm bad about tearing up stuff. So if I haven't torn up mine yet, you should be okay. Number two, if I break the 6 needle and I need to send it in for repair, the repair bill is enough to make a grown man cry. And the downtime that you'll have without your equipment sucks. So you're looking at a 1 to 2 week waiting period of not having your equipment because you had to send it in and get it fixed. And if you get the wrong brand of machine, you have to send it back to the company. At least with the 6 needle, I know my place where I bought the machine from, my dealer, I can take it back to him and he can fix it himself. He knows how to repair the machines for the most part, as long as it's not something too tragic. But like the place in Joann's Fabrics and Crafts that sells their embroidery machines, you have to send it whole live back to Husqvarna. There is no place to take it to get it fixed. You have to send it back in. So for me, the tediousness of walking through virtually FaceTime with a technician showing me what to fix and how to fix it and getting my machine back up and running in the hour or two it may take me to fix it versus waiting and taking it in somewhere and waiting 2 to 3 weeks and paying $400, $500, $800, $900 to get it fixed, I'll fix it myself every single time if I can. So yeah, some people don't like fixing it themselves, but I would much rather do that personally. Avery Head says, and thank you Avery for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hi Eve, oh my god, I just bought an Epson 7720 for $129 brand new, converting it with the CISS Sublimation ink, and we'll tell you how to get it. Anyone can. Congratulations to you first and foremost, because you was just before Patricia. And Sublimation is awesome. Woo! Yes, holler. Congratulations. And Patricia, she says, it's been a minute since I've been on. Checking since then, upgraded from the 4x4 SE625, which is still an awesome machine. Embroidery machine. Now purchase a PE800 embroidery machine. Woo! Yes! 5x7. 5x7. Congratulations, Patricia. Thank you for bringing my attention to that. I apologize for overlooking that. PE800 is phenomenal, my dear. Congratulations to you and your new 5x7 baby. That's what's up. That's what's up. Felicia Storm, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. What about the bobbin for multi-needle machines? There's no huge difference. Bobbins are available pre-wound, so you don't have to wind anything unless you want a specific color bobbin, but you don't have to wind anything. You can buy pre-wound bobbins. I do it all the time. And Metro EMB, which is back there, metroemb.com, they do sell pre-wound bobbins for the multi-needle embroidery machines. Alrighty, you guys, it's 5 minutes till. I have thoroughly enjoyed being in here with you guys. Miss Beckham, please let me know personally about what's going on. So send me a message. Granddaughter got the biggest smile when you said her name. No school this week, so up late. Oh, well, Bailey, that's what's up, homegirl. Thank you for joining us. So you'll be out of school next week too. So tell grandma, let you join in and have a good time with us next week as well. So you guys, I appreciate y'all joining me this evening. Don't forget, not this coming Sunday, not next week, but the week after, the 29th, we will, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise and darn coronavirus don't take us out, we'll be having our giveaway for 25K, and we have some really awesome stuff to be giving away. So please be on the lookout for that message in the YouTube announcement section in the community channel, also on the YouTube free hoop group forum, and on our Facebook and Instagram page. I'll be making announcements all throughout all of those places to let you know when that giveaway will be. So thank you very much for joining us. And also, again, please be safe. Keep your hands washed. You know, try and limit your access to other folks out there in the public, because it's some folks out there that's carrying this mess and they don't even realize it, and we don't want you to catch it, because we want our hoop group to be nice and safe and healthy. So please, 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 please be safe. Keep your hands washed and stay in and craft. That's a good enough excuse for me. So I appreciate y'all taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us. We will be moving back to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that East Coast and West Coast can come together at a mutually agreeable time, and we all can go to bed at a decent hour. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. I look forward to seeing you all next week, 9 a.m. in Avery Head. Thank you so very, very, very much for the super chat this evening. It is definitely appreciated, and we love each and every one of you all for the support that you definitely give to this channel. Super chats are always appreciated. Thank you. So you guys have a great night. I look forward to seeing you all next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on this channel. And until the next time we see you all, we want you to have safe, very safe, yet happy embroidering. All right. Look forward to seeing you all next week. All right. Have a good night. Bye.